Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is about a topic that many veterans think doesn't apply to them, filing a VA disability claim. There's this idea that it's too late, especially if you've been out of service for decades, but that's not true.
Right. A lot of veterans think they're too old or that too much time has passed. They feel like they missed the boat, but we're here to say you're never too old, and it's never too late to file a claim if you've got a legitimate disability that was caused or worsened by your military service.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. When you signed up for service, the VA promised to take care of you if anything happened. So if you've been struggling with health issues related to your time in the military, you've got the right to file a claim.
But I hear all the time from people saying things like, I've been out 20 years, it's too late for me. Or, I didn't go to medical, how could I file a claim without records? So, where should someone even start if they feel this way?
Great question. The first thing to understand is that it's not about how long you've been out. If you were on active duty, your service didn't stop just because you clocked out. You're eligible for benefits if your condition is service-connected, whether it was 20 years ago or just last year.
That's so true. And honestly, I've been in the same boat. I got out of the Marine Corps in the 90s. I didn't file anything for years, not until I realized that my asthma and some other conditions might be related to my service. I didn't even know you could file for a VA disability claim.
Yeah, I can relate. I didn't know much about filing claims either until the PACT Act came out. That's when I realized a lot of conditions are presumptive, meaning they're recognized by the VA as being connected to certain service locations or situations. My asthma, for example, was a result of working in areas where exposure to toxic chemicals was a concern.
Right? And I think a lot of veterans don't realize that the VA considers things like your service location and even things like exposure to fuel, chemicals, or environmental hazards when reviewing your claim. A lot of conditions like asthma are considered presumptive if you served in certain areas. It's not just about having a diagnosis, it's about connecting that diagnosis to your service.
Exactly. So if you've been out for a long time and have conditions that could be related to your service, don't dismiss the idea of filing a claim. There are resources available, and you don't have to go through it alone.
And the process can seem overwhelming at first, especially when you're not sure where to start. I remember when I was trying to figure it out, I had a lot of questions, and at one point, I was talking to a county VSO, but the advice I was getting was incorrect. It was frustrating.
Yeah, you hear a lot of conflicting information. Some people think they have to file claims one at a time, but you don't have to do that. If you qualify, file them all at once. Don't let misinformation hold you back from filing everything you're entitled to.
Exactly. I ended up switching to a state VSO, and while it wasn't perfect, I learned a lot from doing my own research. It took time, but once I started getting the hang of it, I realized that I could file the claims on my own.
And I think that's key, taking control of your own claim. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars to a private company for help when there are so many resources available online and through veteran services.
Totally. And I created my YouTube channel to help others who feel lost in the process, because I've been there. There's a ton of information out there, but it can be hard to sift through it all. So I just want to make it easier for other veterans to understand.
That's awesome, and you're doing great work. Another important point is that filing a claim isn't just about getting compensation. It's about the health care you deserve. If your condition is service-connected, you can get free health care for that condition for life, which is huge.
Yes, the healthcare benefits are priceless. I recently had a hip replacement, and because of my service-connected disability, the VA covered everything: consultation, supplies, therapy. That would have cost me thousands of dollars if I had to pay out of pocket.
And that's not even a service-connected condition. But just think about how many benefits are out there: healthcare, education benefits for you or your dependents, tax exemptions, and even financial support for your family if you pass due to a service-connected disability.
It's definitely worth it to file, and there's no harm in getting the ball rolling. The earlier you file, the better. It's like starting a clock on your effective date, which could mean back pay if your claim is approved.
Exactly. You don't have to have everything lined up right away. You can start the claim process, get that effective date, and then you've got a year to gather all your evidence and documents. But once you're approved, that back pay could be substantial.
And I think a lot of veterans are nervous about starting because they don't have all the documentation they think they need. But really, you can use personal statements, buddy letters, and lay statements from friends or family to back up your claims.
And don't forget about the nexus letter, which connects your condition to your military service. It can be a bit tricky, but if you can show that your condition is tied to an in-service event, it strengthens your case.
Definitely. And another tip, don't wait to file. Some conditions like tinnitus or respiratory issues could become harder to claim in the future because of changing criteria. It's always best to get that effective date while you can.
Exactly. And if you're still not sure, don't be afraid to reach out to someone who's been through the process. Whether it's a VSO, a friend, or a YouTube channel like this, getting advice from people who've been there can make all the difference.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's about getting what you've earned. If you're eligible, file your claim. You deserve it. And don't let the process intimidate you. It's manageable, and there are so many resources available to guide you through it.
So, to wrap things up, don't let the years that have passed or the complexity of the process stop you. You're not too old, and it's not too late to get the benefits you've earned. If you're ready to file, start now. There are plenty of ways to get the help you need.
Thanks for tuning in today. We hope this episode cleared up some of your doubts and motivated you to take action. If you need help with the claim process, don't hesitate to check out our other videos or reach out to someone who can guide you.
Take care, and we'll see you next time. Remember, you're never too old to file a claim.
A special thank you to MarketUS.com for furnishing us this information.
Here's a question. How do we contact them?
Good question. You can reach them at MarketUS.com or call them at 954-636-3232.
Before we go, this deep dive was created by the MarketUS.com team.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Good point. It's right below the subscribe link.
Thanks for watching. I'm Nancy, your AI avatar. If you like this podcast, you can get one for yourself based on a website, YouTube video, or any source. Contact me to get a customized quote for your content. See you soon.